Hi, welcome to my channel. I evidently, from the title, I am in a bit of a reading slump. It is the 16th of December and I've not finished one book. And that's so annoying because there's so many I wanted to read this month that are Christmas related. It's not that I'm not enjoying the books I'm reading, because I am. I'm just in one of them slumps when you can't find you're able to pick up your book you're reading. And it's really annoying, so I thought filming a video would encourage me to pick them up and get onto my Christmas reads. I really need to get to the Nutcracker before Christmas, because if I have to wait another year to read the Nutcracker, I will go insane. So I'll say what I'm reading. I'm reading one book on my Kindle and one book physically. I'm reading Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I'm not even halfway through, and I started this, I think, at the end of November, or did I start at the start of December? Either way, a while ago now, and I'm enjoying it, but it was like my book that was meant to be ending my autumn reads, so I'm just finding it hard to pick it up because like I'm such in a like wintry, Christmassy mood, and then I'm reading a book that's talking about dark and gloomy stuff. I'm reading The Favourites by Lane Fargo on my Kindle, which again I'm enjoying, and I have nearly finished this. I'm literally going to finish this today for definite 100%, because I am really enjoying it and I do only have about 40 minutes left, so I'm just going to it's going to basically be like a little reading vlog of me finishing those two books and moving into my Christmassy reads and getting into the Christmas reading, the Christmas books, because that's the mood I'm in. I'm gonna start with The Favourites. I'm really like excited to pick it up right now and finish it, but then is that just because I'm near the end? We were so close to the end and something major just happened. They danced to the last Time by Taylor Swift, which I love that song. And then to describe the dance, there's a sentence and it goes, "That free dance was the story of us." Skip forward a couple of pages and I should have seen it coming. There's a tragedy happening. And so just finished The Favourites by Lane Fargo. I am gonna give it 4 stars. I only had such a good time. Like every time I picked it up, I did just want to keep reading, and I was like gripped by the story because it was just basically all juicy gossip about a celebrity's life. And the only reason I wouldn't give it 5 is just because I didn't personally love the writing style. I do feel like the relationship, particularly between Katerina and Heath, I feel like it could have been explored a little more deeply at points maybe, but I need a bit more time to like articulate my thoughts properly. But 4 stars is a high rating and generally had a good time, and I would recommend it. It comes out in January, so look out for that. It's a Wuthering Heights retelling, which I think is really exciting. So I am gonna I'm gonna work on some uni applications for my masters because I need to do that, but I'm not gonna do it for too long because I do want to go straight into reading some Belladonna, so I'm gonna do that after I've done some uni stuff. Now that I've finished that book, The Favourites, I can start some Christmas reads on my Kindle. I know what I'm gonna be reading. It's the new Christmas series that's like by multiple authors. I can't remember what the first book in the series is called, so I'm gonna find it. The Under the Mistletoe collection by multiple authors, and the first one is by Ali Hazelwood. I've only read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, but I absolutely loved that book, so I'm really excited for this. The first one is called Cruel Winter with You, and it's like a friends to lovers story, which I love. So it's really short as well. It's literally only 73 pages. They're all really short, so I could literally read this today, and I'm so excited to read it as well, so It's a little bit later. I've had some dinner and I'm now going to read some belladonna. So I'm going to talk about where I'm at. Basically, you have Signa. She has been passed from home to home ever since she was a little girl. For some reason, people around her seem to die frequently, and she doesn't really know why. So every time that happens, she gets passed to someone new, and she's now living in the home of an uncle. She did have an aunt. The aunt has passed away before she got there, and she's basically, it's like this big manor house. She's living there with the uncle, who's very like closed off at the moment since his wife's passing, and she's there. She's met this boy called Silas. I think it's Silas. Yeah, so she's met this stable boy called Silas. The reason I say it like that is because she's noticed he's very well off for a stable boy, so I don't know if there's a bit more to him than he's actually letting on. And she basically went to the woods with him and she ran off because she heard something, and he lost her, and while she was away from him, she meets Death himself, who is a character, because she eats these belladonna berries that make her close to death. So then he appears, and a ghost of the aunt who passed, and she finds out that the aunt was actually murdered. So eventually Silas finds her, they go back, and she explains all this to him, not expecting him to believe it, but he's kind of like, yeah, let's find out who the murderer is, blah blah blah. So now they're teamed up to find out who the murderer is, what's going on in the manor. I can't remember what the place is called. They're called like the Thorn something. The Hawthorns, living at Thorngrove. She goes back to Thorngrove with him to find out, yeah, what's going on there. And at Thorngrove, the daughter of her aunt and uncle is also sick with presumably the same illness that the aunt fell sick with, but obviously we now know that it wasn't a sickness, so someone's obviously trying to kill the daughter off as well. The daughter's called Blythe, I don't know how to say that name, Blythe or whatever, and so she's gonna find out who's trying to kill her before they do. And I'm currently at a moment where we're in Blythe's room with Signa. She's gone to see her, but Percy met up with Signa as well and followed there. Percy is Blythe's brother, so she's trying to do it like discreetly because she doesn't want to involve anybody else, because the murderer could be anyone, so she's got to be careful. And yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I'm sitting in the room with Signa and Blythe and Percy. That's where I'm at, so I'm now halfway. Well, I'm on page 200 and there's 403 pages, but I'm basically halfway. And Signa is, at the moment, she's in a dance lesson because she's learning how to be like a proper lady, you know, like how to talk like a lady and how to sit and have tea, and all that shebang, and she's like learning how to dance. Percy, her cousin, is being her training partner because he knows what he's doing. He's been brought up in this world, and they've stopped dancing now because Elia, her uncle who owns Thorngrove, has walked in on them, and behind him, his brother, so Signa's other uncle, Byron, has walked in after him because He basically is trying to take the family business over, take it away from Elia, because he doesn't think Elia is fit enough for it anymore. It's good, and I am enjoying it. I find the character of Death like really interesting. And I'm so excited, so I've started crawling to with you, and we've met the main character, Jamie. She's arrived at the house of her best friend. Her best friend isn't there though, but her younger brother is, who is Mark. Her best friend's away on holiday, and Jamie has known her best friend ever since she was very little. She's known the younger brother ever since he was born. She held him in the hospital. We're now learning about all this history that she has with both her best friend and therefore the brother. And she's gone to his in a snowstorm because her dad sent her there to get this cooking ban that he knows her best friend's family has. And once she gets there, the younger brother is like, well, she's not here, and for the record, I'm not going to let you walk back home in this storm. So he's kind of keeping her there, and at the moment we're just learning all about the history they have. So even though it's like going to be a very short story, and therefore I was kind of worried about it being a bit insta-lovey, we are getting to know of their history, and therefore like I can feel the chemistry a bit more than I thought I would. So it's going good so far. Yeah, that's as far as I've got, is I'm just learning about the history they have of growing up together. So I'm 50% through. I'm loving it so far. We are getting all the history between them. We've gone through their high school years. We're now at the age where they're going to college, and you can see how their characters slowly fall in love, even though it's a short book. So it is good. I am having a good time. I think my Kindle slump is definitely coming to an end, especially because this is short as well. I've only got 35 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish it the same day I started it. And then Belladonna, I'm getting through quite a bit, and I am enjoying this too, so I think we're getting out of the slump. And also, this did mention Christmas, a Christmas ball. I don't know if that's going to be in the book, but yeah. person leaves a letter or a message or a phone call or whatever and the other person doesn't get it, please stop doing that, because it hurts too much. So I finished Crawl Winter with You. Obviously I enjoyed it. I don't know how to rate it because yeah, I had fun, but there was some moments where I was a bit like just laughing out of like cringiness. Like the love interest Mark was a bit, I didn't even know, I need to collect my thoughts. I generally had such a good time, and Ali Hazelwood did such a good job of making me really see the connection between these two characters in such a short book. So I've got the next one ready. It's a little bit shorter than the first one, so I'm thinking like I could read this one now. I definitely feel like the reading slump is over for my Kindle reads because I'm reading Christmas reads on here now, so I'm really excited to just pick these up, and the fact that the ones I'm starting with are like really short as well. Shouldn't click my fingers, that's rude. But yeah, I'm like really excited to keep reading these, and I'm really motivated to pick my Kindle up for reading, so we are getting somewhere. So what I was gonna say is I could start this one now, or I could start it in a little bit when it's like a little bit after 12, because then I can read it in bed, which is comfy. Which means for the next half an hour, 45 minutes, there's a big difference between those, but you know, I'm making an estimate. I can read a little bit of Belladonna, which I'm getting through, and once I finish this, I can read Christmas physical books, and then I feel like the slump will be done. Okay, I've got about 150 pages left of Belladonna, which isn't too many. So if I read some of this now, no, do I want to say that? I was going to say I could potentially finish it tomorrow, but I don't want to give myself false hope. Hi, so I did end up reading a little bit of Belladonna, but not much at all. You can't even really tell that I did. I read like 20-ish pages, and then I just decided to read the next novella in the Christmas series. I can't remember what it's called. Under the Mistletoe collection on my Kindle. So the second one was Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey. I gave this one star. I don't even know what to say about it. Basically, this girl she's a single mother. She's working. So we have Evie. Evie is a single mother. She works in a thrift shop and she makes her own clothes as well that she sells. And then you have Luke, who's a farmer, and he lives in this town as well. Evie is new in town. She's recently moved there, and since seeing her in the shop, Luke is basically in love with her. He comes into the shop, and as he's walking out, he's like keeps looking back at her. They start having a conversation, and then he hears the baby cry, so he leaves thinking that she is a married woman and he was hitting on her, and now he's like, I can't hit on a married woman. He finds out, like, she goes up to him and she takes him a pair of jeans. She makes him, basically the whole thing is that he's a very big muscular guy, like 6'7" or something like that. I don't even know what it was, and he can't fit clothes. Regular clothes don't fit him because he's so big. So she makes him a pair of jeans and she takes it to him out of spite for like running off when he heard a baby cry, because she thinks it was because he's like scared of committing to like a woman with a baby. So she shows up at his house with a pair of jeans and she explains that she's not a married woman and yada yada yada. Honestly, I'm trying to describe a plot, but it's just there wasn't really a plot there. There's a pair of jeans. She goes to his house to explain the mishap. And then they just get it on. So at first, Evie is like, it can be a friends with benefits relationship. But then over the course, well, like very, very quickly, she changes her mind, and then it becomes more. My phone cut out, but where even was I? I was explaining this book, and I just don't know how. So basically, you have Evie and you have Luke, and they get together after talking once and get it on, and that's the book. In the last 2 months, I've added 2 1 stars to my ratings. Before that, I only ever had one 1-star book. Now I have Night Film and this Christmas one on there as well. If you like smut, then it might be the book for you, because that's literally what this book is. But it's not even good, I don't think, in my personal opinion. When I described it on my Goodreads review after reading it, I just put the BFG and then in brackets, not safe for work version. That's basically what this book was, because I can't even count on my fingers how many times we were told about how big this guy is. Literally, I've got the popular highlights open, and one of them literally says, this is the guy talking. He says, "They don't make jeans that fit me, and they don't make many women that fit me either." Anyway, the next one is called All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. All by my elf. I've never read this author, so I don't know how this could go. It could be great like the first one, or be like the second one. But in all fairness, these books are getting me out of a reading slump, so we've got to give them that, because I just keep wanting to read more because they're so short and snappy. That's the good part about it, but I just really could not give it any more than 1 star, the last one, because it just wasn't for me. I am going out today to do some Christmas shopping, so if I don't read much, it's not because I'm back in my reading slump, it's because I'm out. So I'm either gonna, hopefully, I'll probably end this video once I finish Belladonna, because I feel like once I finish this, I'll be ready to just read more, because I'm more of a physical book reader. So that's why I want to finish this one, and then that's when I can say that I'll officially be out of the slump. But I am picking this up more now, so I do think we are getting there properly. So just got home from shopping and had a dinner out. I'm probably going to read some Belladonna, but I'm just going to get all my stuff in, sort out the Christmas gifts that I got, and do my dog's dinner. Also, I watched, is it That's Christmas on Netflix today? And that was pretty fun. That was pretty good. It's Disney Dreamlight Valley update day, which means there's new stuff in the shop, and I'm thinking it's going to be Christmassy stuff. So I want to see what that is. But before that, I'm probably going to read some Belladonna. I think that's a good sign that I want to sit down and read my book. Like, we're getting out of the slump. I would say we're there, but I just want to finish this one book, and then I'll say we're there. My Christmas tree. My brother had like £4 left, so I told him to, like, if he sees anything when we're out, to pick something up. And this is what he picked: cereal and Pop-Tarts. yesterday that I would possibly finish this today, but no. I was trying to think of an excuse. I have no excuses. I've been playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then I was watching a new Daz Games video, which he makes me laugh so much, so I have no regrets. I had a good time. I've seen the new updates on Disney Dreamlight Valley, so now I'm ready to read a bit more. I'm gonna read some now. Okay, that's my update for the rest of today. I'll give an update tomorrow, and I will say I will possibly, just possibly, finish this tomorrow, and then I will be starting the next Under the Mistletoe book at some point. I know I said I was gonna start that tonight as well, but I was reading this like earlier, and now I really want to pick this one up instead, so I'm gonna pick this one up. I'm gonna read this one now. So I'm at a part where we're going to be like attending a Christmas ball and getting ready for a Christmas ball. So this book is kind of Christmassy. In the end, this book ended up being the Christmas book I wanted. So Death, the character, is kind of sad because he always seems so sorry and like guilty about the fact that he has to take people to the afterlife, and you just kind of feel really bad for him because he's just stuck with this awful job. I'm gonna show you my daily Christmas routine that I've been doing since the 1st of December. So I have move the snowman, move the countdown, do my advent calendar. So I finished Belladonna. I had a good time. It was good. I just found it a little slow paced and I wasn't in love with characters, but it was definitely a good book for transitioning from autumn to winter, because that's exactly what happened in the book. And then we also got the Christmas ball, so in the end it was an okay read for Christmas time. And as soon as I finished this book and I'm now like picking up books again, I stayed up to 2 in the morning to finish this, so that is a good sign that my reading mood is back, and I'm so excited to finish the year with some good reading times. And so I feel like this should be the end point of this little getting out of a reading slump / vlog video. Finished the favourites, finished Belladonna, and I also finished 2 novellas, so in the end it all worked out pretty good. I definitely feel out of my slump. I'm definitely feeling more excited to pick up a book, and I'm most likely going to be starting the Nutcracker, which I'm so excited to read. I just want to pick it up right now, so I know for a fact I'm definitely out of my slump. Yay! Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a good lead up to Christmas. I hope you have a good Christmas, because Christmas is literally next week, so this will probably be the last video I post before Christmas. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope you have a good time over the holidays, and hopefully we can all finish the year off with some 5 stars. Let's cross our fingers. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.